Hello, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to this Xbox Live, episode 679. Too many games? Question mark. I'm your host, Mark, aka Wingman 709, and as always, I'm not affiliated with Microsoft or the Xbox in any way, but this show is being done by a fan for you fans of the Microsoft Xbox. The views and opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect those of Microsoft, but they most likely will because I'm a huge fan, but I don't mind giving them the smoke when they need it. But today, they do not need it, people. So before we get too carried on, please do like and subscribe. And then let's just get started. So, talk about real quick what I've been playing. And got a video queued up here for you, which I will have, I do have muted, but I want to play it while I talk about it. But first of all, of course, Gems of War. I play Gems of War like every day on my Logitech G Cloud, connected up to my Xbox here. So I do play that right before I go to bed. I always get Gems of War in. But then there's another game I've been kind of bored for a while, and I'm like, I know everyone's waiting for Starfield, and it comes out in 4 days, 3 days really, if we kind of don't count today, because then it's really Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Maybe we don't count Thursday, so really it's 2 days, because you can't count the day, and you can't count the date it comes out, right? So it's only 2 days, 2 days away. Maybe that just makes it more exciting because it's like almost upon us. All right. There's a game I've been playing that I wanted to share, and I'm going to play this video. This trailer is actually like 6 minutes long. It's nice. I really recommend this. I know Starfield's about to come out, but check this game out. Don't miss it. And also, before I forget, this game has a 2-hour trial. You can actually try this for 2 hours. If you don't like it, don't buy it, but it's only like a $30 game, $34, I think. I've been having a lot of fun. It's very different than anything I've played before. You actually control multiple. Well, first of all, the game is called Shadow Gambit: The Cursed Crew. So it's a pirate game, and it's like a stealthy pirate game. And as you can see, you're looking down on this on your map, and you control multiple different crewmates. Like you will get crewmates and revive them throughout the story. You'll get more of a crew, then you can pick who you want to take with you on your missions and stuff. But so I'm just going to read a little bit about this as you watch this trailer. So this is an all-new stealth strategy game from the developer of Shadow Tactics, Blades of the Shogun, and Desperados 3. In which you embark on a journey to seek the legendary Black Pearls and revive your cursed crew. So the curse of lost souls haunts the mysterious island chain known as the Lost Caribbean, which is under the control of terrible forces of the Inquisition. They despise all that is supernatural and use soul-devouring fire to hunt cursed pirates like you. Embark on a journey with cursed pirate Afia and seek the legendary Black Pearls to revive a cursed crew of your own. Each of your 8 shipmates is playable character with an individual personality and armed with unique supernatural powers. You can launch friend or foe with Gale's magical cannon, use Mr. Mercury's soul anchor to open a magical portal, or dash across space-time for split-second stealth attacks with Afia's mythical sword, which I will say it's kind of cool because she stores it right in her chest, so she's always got to grab it, and like stabs herself every time she puts her sword away. It's just kind of funny. So the game has been getting superb reviews as of the writing of this article on PureXbox.com, which was Friday, August 18th. The Metacritic was an average of 86 for Xbox, 85 for PC. It's just, so it's getting really good reviews. I really enjoy it. It's a slower paced game, and what I love about this game is you can hit, well, I call the back button. It's the old back button on the controller for the Xbox, but you can basically take a save at any point. They call it a memory, and you can save the game at any point, which is real important in this game because you probably will die a lot, but you can always, because you're trying out different things. So the more crew you get, they also have this thing, I forgot what it's called, but basically you freeze time. And then you can move your characters around and say, I want you to go here and I want you to attack this person or I want you to do this thing. And you basically plan out what everyone's going to do. And then you like hit a button to like activate it. And then they all go do their thing. And hopefully you could kill everyone without being basically anyone being alerted or noticed. Really fun game. Check it out. Again, there's a 2 hour free trial of this game. I recommended it to a personal friend of mine the other day, and I know he's checking it out. So I'll probably check back with him to say, "Hey, what did you think?" But again, I know it's tough. Starfield's coming out. If you are on the pre-release, if you order the premium edition, then you're going to get access to it on this Thursday. And so maybe you don't want to spend money for a game, but if you're this is really fun, really unique. I think, at least for me, I haven't played a game that's kind of like this. I think the visuals, the graphics, the story is funny. There's just some really good humor to it. I'm really enjoying it, and I just wanted to share that with everybody. All right, so it looks like the trailer's not quite over, but I'm done talking about this story, so I'm gonna move on to the next thing. So I'm going to let this play for a minute. I'll let it keep going. But the next thing I want to talk about is, so I mentioned Starfield's coming out for the early release. Excuse me, the early release this Thursday, and then it comes out next week for the standard release. We know this is going to be a huge title. We know this is going to be a time suck. It's going to be one of those games that you probably don't play much of anything else. We also know some games, like especially bigger titles, are like getting out of the way, right? They're like, we got to get out of the way of this. We don't want to be anywhere near Starfield. So, being that it's launching early this week, which a lot of people are getting, and next week, you'd almost think, oh, okay, there's not going to be really anything else to play because people are going to get out of the way. You would be wrong. So let's just let's shrink this down. We'll kill off the video there. We're going to start. There's like 18 games coming out this week. So let's kind of go through and see what they are. Agatha Christie, Hercule, I don't even know, Pierrot, the London case. So this is a action adventure puzzle trivia game coming out. Oh, I don't have the date. This was, I think, on the blah, 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 blah. I need to pull up my other screen. Oh, release date 8/28. So this is a detective adventure game where you take on the role of famous detectives Hercule Poirot. I can't be that famous. Don't even know who he is. As he joins forces with Lloyds of London to ensure the transportation, protection, and sale of valuable painting of Mary Magdalene. The painting is the centerpiece of a new exhibit at the London Museum. So, anyways, it's a detective game, it looks like, right? So that's the first one coming out. Next, we have the making of Karateka. If you're an old school gamer, an old school, aka old, like myself, then you probably remember Karateka back in the day. And so this is coming from the Prince of Persia creator John Mechner, who was a college student when he created one of the biggest selling games of 1984, Karateka. Now in the new interactive documentary from Digital Eclipse, the story of how a teenager with an Apple II created one of the most groundbreaking, influential games of all time. So you get to discover how the game was made through an exhaustive archive of design documents, playable prototypes, and all new video features like walking through a museum. You can explore the interactive timelines at your own pace. You can also play the acclaimed original, enjoy pixel perfect versions of the original Karateka games, and a variety of never before seen early prototypes. So that's kind of cool. If you love this game or nostalgic for it, you get to see some of the original prototypes and play them. That's cool. And then it's been remastered. Is an all new version of the original game featuring cutting room floor content, commentary, achievements, and more. Death Bounce Rebounded is a fast, fanatic twin stick shooter. Game. So there's two remastered games. So there's the Karateka remastered and then Death Bounce Rebounded. It's a fast and frenetic twin stick shooter based on Jordan's unpublished prototypes. So I think I had some of the images up here. There's a video there, but man, if that don't bring you back to the day, look at that karateka. I think I have. I think. Oh no, I've got Karate Champ. I do have like one of those little micro arcade. I collect those machines, but I got a Karate Champ, not a karateka. So check that out if you're interested. That's coming out, I believe, the same day, 29th. So August 29th. That's tomorrow. So that'll be Tuesday. Next, we have Sea of Stars. This is promising the sabotage touch in every system. Sea of Stars aims to modernize the classic RPG in terms of turn-based combat, storytelling, exploration, and interactions with the environment, while still offering a hearty slice of nostalgia and good old simple fun. This game comes out actually today. Yeah, today is the 28th. So just give you a couple of screenshots here to take a look at what this is. This looks kind of fun. I kind of like. Reminds me of what's that? Tunic, I think it was. It came out this last year. Kind of has just, but more pixelated. This is, but I get that kind of Tunic vibe off of this. And maybe that's incorrect, but kind of what it initially. So that's coming out. So Sea of Stars. All right. Next thing is the Bridge Curse Road to Salvation. This let's see. This is escape a haunted college campus in a cinematic Asian horror experience unlike any other. This is a, what do they call this? Action and adventure game. It is rated M for mature. And prepare yourself for an Asian survival horror tale told through a cinematic first-person perspective. In this atmospheric action adventure, explore the events surrounding one of Taiwan's best-known supernatural incidents, a terrifying campus horror set in Tsinghua University. This is when 6 college students challenge the urban legend of lingering female ghosts. They awaken a curse that no one knows how to break. Again, we'll take kind of a peek at some of the images just to get an idea. Ooh, he looks creepy. I'd say he's not a good guy. All right. What was that? Coming through the walls of the school. So, all right. Moving on. Call of the Wild, the Angler. So this one looks like it's about $30. It's coming out sometime this week. Some of these, like, their pages will list different information in different places. So 8/31, August 31st. Really? August 31st. Who's going to be playing Call of the Wild Angler when Starfield is out the same day? All right. Well, you never know. But this is from the creators of The Hunter. Call of the Wild comes an open-world fishing experience. Relax and unwind at your favorite spot or explore the beautiful great outdoors with friends as you embark on the journey to become a master angler. So we'll hit up a couple screenshots. It's fishing, people. It's fishing. I do wonder, I'm not a fisher. I don't like fish. I don't like eating fish. I don't like the smell of fish. But I do find fishing is relaxing and fun. But do people who really fish, do they play fishing games? I mean, they do make quite a few. I mean, there are a bunch of them. So people got to be buying them. But have you ever played a fishing game? I'm curious. Send me a voicemail. Go to thisxboxlife.com and click on the voicemail on the right side and send me a voice message like Cat Flap did last time. Or send me an email, mark@thisxboxlife.com. Let me know. Do you ever play fishing games? Are they fun? I don't see the draw in that in a video game, but the visual look that does look nice there. But I remember fishing in. Well, I do fish in. I guess it's a little different. Fortnite, I fished, but you're trying to get weapons, different things. It's a little different. I did fish. I think it was Far Cry 5, I want to say. I was doing some fishing there, but I think that was for an achievement, trying to catch all different types of fish or something. But it wasn't bad, but to buy a game solely on fishing, I wonder about that. So let me know if you are a video game fisher. All right, next. Daymare 1994 Sandcastle. This is an action adventure shooter. This one is a third person, story driven survival horror game, prequel to the critically acclaimed Daymare 1998. Step in the shoes of Special Agent Dahlia Reyes, a former government spy, now in the service of the unit called Hades, the Hexacore Advanced Division for Extraction and Search, and get ready to enter the most advanced experimental research center in the United States of America. Be careful though, because in the darkness of the desolate labyrinthine depths of the military research center, there is something creepy and lethal. So there's a couple of shots. Oops. Let's bring that back. Some screenshots. What we can expect. Well, that's just gory. That's just carnage. You like that before lunch, don't we? No blood on the wall and fire. No, that looks like it has a potential for some bad news. So, all right. So that is Daymare 1994. Did they give us a release date on this one? I know it's also this week, but I don't see it on this page. Yeah, and it'd be nice if all their buy pages were the same. 100 Days Winemaking Simulator. So here you go. In 100 days, you will have complete control of a new winery. First, choose which vines to grow, learn how to grow them, and when to harvest. Hey, Cornbread, how you doing? Long time no see. Good to see you here. Following the entire winemaking process, you can decide on the type of wine you want to produce or the market requires. So, couple of oh boy, woo! I could tell you already, this is not my type of game. um, this must be the label. You probably make labels for. Oh yeah, it does. It says label right there. So there's a label for your bottle. Pick what you want to put on there. On there, looks like there's your crops and stuff, and all these competing farms or what, but different technologies. This just does not interest me. Ferment. There's your grapes. All right. If you're interested in being a wino or a wine factory owner, there you go. Revhead. All right. This is Revhead is a car racing simulation game where you have to build your own race car. You have a friend Charlie who's busy with building race cars. He would need some help from you, and he invites you to Australia. You start your journey somewhere in a small town in Australia where the only way to get recognized is if you build the fastest and best racing car around. You have Charlie, his expertise, and his garage. The rest is up to you. So, yeah, it certainly doesn't look like Forza, does it, folks? Um, but I guess it looks you do get to build your car, unlike me, unlike in Forza where they're already done. So maybe this could be fun for gearheads who might want to build a car, but it's a little rough looking. And look at that, the steering wheel's on the wrong side of the car. What is up? It's on the correct side. I guess it is on the right side of the car as opposed to the left side of the car. It's just on the incorrect side for those of us that drive here in the States. In fact, I saw one of these cars drive by me the other day when I was like, the guy's on the wrong side. It was one of these cars that came from a different country that was the steering wheels on the opposite side. That's really trippy for people in the States to see that. All right, that doesn't look that interesting to me, but moving on. How to Escape. It's a puzzle and trivia game. So it's an escape simulation game where two players need to cooperate on an asymmetrical gameplay and devices. So there's two players, two ways to play. First player on the Xbox embodies a character trapped in the train, exploring and playing with the environment. Second player will use the dedicated free companion app to get various information and try to understand how to help the first player be able to escape from this unfortunate travel. So some of the screen. That's supposed to be a train car. Okay, I suppose there's a lock. There's. I would have never thought that you were in a train. There's some locks, and so the person's probably got to you got to probably give symbols, and another person on the app's probably got to figure out what order these symbols go in for you to be able to unlock that. And well, there's the app. Looks like they got to do something in the app, and yeah, probably not something I'm gonna be looking into, but it's available. All right, Gourmet Warriors, a fighting action adventure game coming out. It's a surrealistic side-scrolling beat 'em up, originally released in 1995. Let's just couple. So why is it called Gourmet Warriors? What's the food have to do with it? This is definitely old school, that's for sure. Side-scrolling beat 'em up. This I know will probably appeal to a lot of people out there. Nostalgia and just that side-scrolling and the beat 'em ups, and so this is coming out this week. So check that out. I still don't know why it's Gourmet Warriors. Let's take a look. What does this got to do with food? Okay, I say that word gourmet. A world with precious little food supplies, it is imperative to ingest proteins and whatever food you can find on your journey. Well, there you go. Ask and you shall receive. Sacrifice your friends. Action adventure game. There is one screenshot. Dreadlord Cthulhu to the rescue, brace yourself. That's the only screenshot. A Mad Party Brawler, Sacrifice Your Friends, is a 1 to 4 player, fast paced party brawler in a cute cartoon horror style. Use various weapons, battle your friends, grow your cult of the old ones, and embrace insanity as you try to survive in a chaos of dangerously dynamic environments. That could be interesting. I'm surprised there's only one shot. I'd kind of like to see the visual kind of good here. I'd like to see more than just one screen, but or even a trailer, but that's coming out this week too. Tenebris Pictura, action adventure. So here is an ultra corporeal action adventure brought to you by the creators of Megaton Rainfall. You'll be plunged back to the Victorian era, playing the role of paranormal investigator and psychic abilities who has landed in a misty, convoluted island brimming with mystery. You're invited there by an old friend to investigate his daughter's disappearance. Before long, you're embroiled in a supernatural mystery linked with a shady sect and sightings of extraterrestrial beings that appear to have escaped from a strange collection of paintings with dubious origins. Again, this one comes out on 8/30/2023, which I'm sorry, everyone should be avoiding this date as well as probably the next month. But like I said, we got like 18 games coming out this week, and you know, with the big one at the end of the week. So, but here, let's take a picture. Let's take a gander at some of their pictures. That is interesting. Looks like the blue and red. That looks a little weird, like they're shadows or something. Glad to see you, Fred. I'm not a ghost, generally. Okay, moving on. Trine 5, a clockwork conspiracy from THQ Nordic. It's an action adventure platformer. Also falls on the puzzle and trivia. This one's going to be $26.99. And it is, this will take, you will take Amadeus the Wizard, Zoya the Thief, Pontius the Knight on their most action-packed journey yet. With their reputation tarnished, loved ones in danger, and their own magical powers at stake, the heroes of Trine must reunite to push back a fearsome clockwork army and bring peace and justice to the land. Traverse breathtaking 2.5D landscape scapes more than one in Trine's deepest and visually richest chapter to date, with an all-new cast of characters, some friends, some foes, but all unforgettable. So let's take well, these are. Let's go to the screenshots. Wow, a little slow to load, but hopefully my internet's not going down. Oofda. All right. Looks interesting. It does look like kind of neat. I've not played Trine before, so I'm not sure what Trine is, but look interesting. All right, so keep that in mind again this week. Cats and the Other Lives from Over Games. It's an action adventure, family kids simulation, and other. This also coming out on 31st. Follow the passing of Bernard Mason, the patriarch of the family. All the remaining Masons return to their childhood home for one last time. As Aspen, the cat of the household, players will take a journey across the hopes, disappointments, and regrets of the enigmatic Mason family, traversing through a rich narrative that spans over decades. The game embraces a similar yet intuitive point and click play style, celebrating a design approach based on the behaviors of common house cats living all around the world. Is the cat just a pet, or does this creature play a more mysterious role in our lives? All right, so here we go. A little pixelated art. There's the kitty. There's the kitty. If you like cats, there's the kitty again. Woof. So I wonder what do animals think that live in a house with a bunch of animal heads stationed up there? Like, there's nothing here. Does the cat think that his head's going to be mounted there over the fireplace next? And I do wonder if pets wonder or have thought like that. Okay. Oh, huh. Quite the shadow. Okay, I'm going to call failure here because she's standing straight, but the shadow shows her bending, leaning forward. So, just kidding. It's a minor. Okay, next one's Dreamers from Places Action Adventure Game. Embark on an epic adventure. We're almost done, folks, but again, 18 games coming out this week. I want you to know all of them so you can make a wise decision. Maybe Starfield's not the game for you. Maybe Dreamers is that game you've always wanted to play. Embark on the epic adventure with 3 unique characters in Dreamers, the thrilling new video game. Explore a vast world filled with diverse regions, each with its own challenge and mysteries to uncover. The graphic style is colorful, low poly 3D, bringing a unique and charming look to the game. Let's just take a peek. And there we go. That's a big old safe in the corner back there. Is this like, looks like a Dr. Seuss? Look at these lights. Looks like I had a Dr. Seuss's land or something. Yeah, it just doesn't interest me. Oh, I was gonna say, dude, what is up with this mirror? That is, they're like at a bank teller or something. Teller. At least they got water. Got a water jug there. I don't know what was with the little images above the person. Not sure what that's all about, but this looks like something I can skip. All right, Escape First Alchemist by On Skull Development, IKE, Puzzle and Trivia's, Role Playing, Family Kids. All right, Escape the Alchemist is a multiplayer first person escape room adventure game where you play as the apprentice of the reclusive sorcerer alchemist Trismegistus. Yeah. Yeah, your benevolent master managed to trap himself in a prison of his own making and has bestowed upon you the challenge of releasing him, of course. To make sure you don't just run away from his cunning riddles, he's designed it to trap you as well. Well, how nice. Rude. All right, there's some good detail in here. Interesting. You got your little book there, your little spell recipe book. Learn how to mix up concoctions and cast spells. So looks like it might be quite a bit of puzzling. So all right, 2 to go. Hexapoda from Toma Game Studios. It's a shooter. It's a classic. Get ready to fight giant insects for the future of humanity. After the last human war, gases were spread through the atmosphere, making it unbreathable. The richest fled to orbital colonies, and the others took refuge underground. You are a young hothead hired by a team of scientists left on Earth who are looking for a solution to bring humans back to the surface. So let's, old school shmup. Really old school shmup. That, I'm not a fan of shmups, but definitely when they look like they're from the NES era or maybe back even before that, it just doesn't interest me. But never know. Game, little thing. People probably haven't heard of this one. I think this is it must be an indie game or something. It's Starfield Premium Edition from Bethesda Softworks. I don't know, never heard of them. I guess it's a role playing game. I don't know what this is, but this probably ain't gonna go nowhere. It's the first new universe in over 25 years from Bethesda Game Studios, the award-winning creators of The Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim, and Fallout 4. Do I even need to tell you what's? I mean, everybody knows what Starfield is, right? Some screenshots, which we've all seen before, but so I'm not a Bethesda guy. Never really been into RPGs. I did play Elder Scrolls Online for a little bit at one point, and it just never really did much for me. Um, I've tried Fallout. I never liked the Fallout games. This game I am interested in. This game looks really good, and I'm really hoping that I can really get into this game. I think the thing with me is I can get like I liked Mass Effect, I loved Mass Effect, and if the story is good like that and intriguing, and these guys are supposed to be really good with story, then if it takes a lot for me to get into a story. I'm one of these gamers just like to sit down and blow stuff up, and um, I just it's like I love like Crackdown, right? Things like you can just mass chaos and just shooting, and Call of Duty is fun, and I like a lot of action adventures. So I think like the shooting for Starfield, those segments I've seen look really good. Not as excited on the space combat. I've tried that. What was that? Star Wars Squadrons, and hated it. I did not like it. Um, it'll just depend on how the game plays. And maybe you don't have to always be in a lot of the space combat, but that really wasn't fun for me on that particular game. But um, the story and being able to, craft your own kind of adventure and having a story that's different from someone else's, I think is interesting. And I'm really looking forward to talking and hearing back from the community on what your Starfield experience is, things that you've seen that maybe others haven't. And I'm really looking forward to for this to be my kind of really first Bethesda game. Like I said, I don't think I did much on ESO. Um, don't even really remember it. It just I didn't really get into it. It just and I'm really hoping. Now I did. I got Game Pass, and of course it's free on Game Pass next week. But I actually did the upgrade to the premium. I'm really excited about the potential of this game. So I'm really looking forward to this on Thursday, and almost want to like shoot myself in the head because I obviously if you listen to Rob and I on this Board Game Life podcast, and if you're not aware, Rob and I are doing a board game podcast called This Board Game Life. We do that every other week, so we're recording twice a month, and we've been doing that steadily for a couple of months now. I've really jumped into the board gaming, and I started. If you're familiar with board games and you've heard of the game Gloomhaven, which even if you're playing a video game, that's on Steam. Gloomhaven's coming on Xbox, I think, on September 18th. But that board game is like a very long campaign thing. People take 2 to 3 years to get through it. You get a group of people, and it's just a lot of missions, and they each one takes hours, and it's like a kind of like it's like D&D type of thing, but it's not D&D. It is a board game with scenarios. I don't know. It's just anyways. I'm not a D&D expert or a Gloomhaven expert, but um, just started with this group, and we just started, and of course we planned our next one for Thursday. And it was like, yep, okay, and put it in the calendar. And then it was like I was on my way home from playing the other night. And I was like, oh no, that's Starfield night. So I'm not gonna get to play Starfield until I get home from Gloomhaven that night. So, but I will we'll start it next Thursday. I will be playing it next Thursday night, and I'm looking forward to trying it out. But let's get a couple more screenshots. But I am really excited to see what this game is about. It looks fantastic. Um, and yeah, so despite that coming out, um, there is a plethora of games to check out this week. And again, please, if you aren't going to get into, if you are looking for something different, Shadow Gambit, The Cursed Crew, it has a 2 hour free trial. Give it a shot and let me know what you think. You can, again, email me, send me a voicemail. It wasn't, when I was looking at it, I was just like, it wasn't something I was like, yeah, it looked pretty, but I was like, eh. And then I saw it at a 2 hour trial. So I was like, okay, I'll try it. And by the time the 2 hours was up, I was like, oh, I'm buying this. And I'm continuing to play it. I'll be playing it a little bit more probably later tonight. I'm really enjoying it. And I just want to pass along a potential gem of a game to those. But that's it for me this week. Let me know what you think. Share your thoughts and comments. Again, like and subscribe, please, to the video. Tell your friends about it if you enjoy the content. And again, thanks to Learn to Lesson for the music. And I will catch you all next time. See you online. Later.